You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald. Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood. Professor Bacall.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morgan, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your home.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. Such rules that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Hogwarts Legacy. To be honest, I don't know why a lot of people didn't like this game. As far as I have played, I started these games almost 4 days ago, and I started liking this game. I don't know why people didn't like this one. It's not exactly as the movie or the series like Harry Potter, but it's quite great in my opinion.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
wish I could go to schools like this. Hogwarts. It's almost every one of us. The quest begins. Professor Fee. Okay, let's go to his office.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense. It is rather unorthodox, to say the least. Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while...
You've done it. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Harry Potter, Harry Potter.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Nigada. Whoa. This map is good.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Harry Potter, Harry. Herbology class. Hogsmeade map. Hogwarts map. World map. Oh, Natty Onai. No time for Natty Onai now. Alright. Okay. Let's go to Herbology class. Yay! Harry Potter pot. Harry Potter pot. Harry Potter pot. Harry Potter pot. Cool. Harry Potter pot.
Oh, Hogsmeade owes you a great debt.
Harry Potter. खुल जा सिम wow. Let's see.
She growing Punja's onion again.
It's gone.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement.
Harry Potter.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the corners!
Harry Potter.
The soil should envelop the root like a wall. Now for our next class, we'll be planting different types of plants. You can all get started.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
मुझे तो ये लड़की अच्छी लगी. मुझे इससे बात करनी है.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Yeah.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Yeah.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here. Plant.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
done. Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready.
Yes, Professor.
They're in... Come.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Nah, मैंने नया कुछ तो सीखा नहीं, मैंने नया कुछ भी सीखा नहीं. Hold L1 and tap.
Look at that. Those gentlemen can get their mouths on. With the nose out. Did say when the Dean owned me, but they left her
in this
honking
game you
daffodils
can
in tatters.
sidestep.
Vicious little bastards.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Dogweed. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Chopping cabbages. Cabbage.
Revelio.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide glove.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Thank you, Professor, but looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
I think you'll come to see that the fruit is well worth...
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my...
you go.
Harry Potter.
Maybe Ormond or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black... Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Potion.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Professor... My parents considered keeping me home. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wigan-Weld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure. And I've never seen...
Glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must... some... of... speak...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Endurance potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra...
Oh, I suspect... I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fooper.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Keep your potion stationary.
Revelio.
Protego! Well-prepared ritual wizard always has a few potions on... Should you chop the Didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Again! I would not complete utter rubbish. Dragon tongue! What is it?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so... eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of... Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Wasn't expecting that literally to blow up in my face.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek.
for the rest of term.
Was it? If I had to pick
Harry Potter. Wow. Even crows can teleport. Go from here like this. Yeah.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Niggy!
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are originally there on their own. You should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade. Taking him down would cripple.
That may be true.
I spoke with...
All right.
I am in the...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Revelio.
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home. Especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
That's enough. I'm too tired of your stories today. You stay right here where I can...
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I am. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Students, you can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Target practice.
Protego!
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell.
thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his port. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures.
Fixtures?
I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly...
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin.
Well then, I'll let you in. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important...
Mallowsweet?
I had just arrived to tell... You see, each...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be...
Precise! I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Accio! Revelio! This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already...
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on...
Protego!
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Accio! Levioso! Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyres sing.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio!
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Incendio!
It seems the pyres sink if you don't light the others quickly enough. How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has the... You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have... My guess is that each will also require... Which you can find in... I really... And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Harry Potter, Harry Potter. Harry, pot. Nah. Whoa.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Blake.
আমি মেজর লামিন ইয়ামাল বলছি। এখান থেকে নিচের দিকে দেখে নাও পড়াশোনা। এখান থেকে
Hurry!
What are you doing out here? Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. Nothing to it. Not bad. Not bad. Accio. Try to beat that. Accio. I've seen worse. Accio. All in the wrist. Wait, did I win? I won! We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand! You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing. Accio. Nothing to it.
Accio.
That was one for the ages. Accio. Try to beat that. Merlin's pants! Accio. All in the wrist. Yeah, lucky shot. Well done. You beat me. Bit of good luck, that's all.
I'm not lucky, I'm simply better than you.
All right, fine. You're right. You're better than me. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Leander, there's no easy way to say this. Well, actually there is. You're not cut out for it.
Well, you could have found a harder way to say it. But perhaps you're right. I'll let the others know you're good enough for them.
Revelio. Revelio. Who is Scrope?
Harry, pot.
Revelio. Accio. Pumpkins. Ah, I think I know just the place. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Incendio.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. I've been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mention the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
I'm not so sure about this. I don't need the headmaster upset with me.
Oh, the headmaster won't be upset. Scrope simply wants to surprise him. Scrope will explain. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages written. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the head. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help. But when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope...
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of... Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope.
Tell me more about this treasured ring. How did you injure your head?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope, and Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good.
It seems this may help.
Scrope is ready. Take this toast to good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. At best,
What was it you needed me to do, Scrope?
Scrope would never presume to need... And that if you...
It seems this may help.
Scrope it. Take this to good luck.
Por ahí andas aquí. Nah, dah Hogwarts Legacy. Nah. Hogwarts Legacy.
Revelio.
Oh, fire! It needs fire. It needs fire. तुम्हारा
Revelio. Incendio.
Revelio. Incendio. Levioso. Revelio.
Revelio. Protego. Revelio. Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah. Ooh. Ah. The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. She simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next. Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages.
I think I could guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why did I need the toast to get in here?
Oh, that was Apollonia's idea. Seems some squids love toast. They should have taught you that at Hogwarts.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's sure to cause the most chaos. He dropped them after a particularly aggressive romp through the library.
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Alright, let's get into that forest. Well, not gonna lie, I hate this poetry.
Revelio. Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollonia's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Accio! Leviosa! Accio! Leviosa! Incendio! Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
What a victory! We've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Harry Pot, Harry Pot, Harry Pot.
The best student.
Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
Loser.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Alright. Fire.
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa.
Oh, yeah.
Nicely done.
Alright. Triple layer.
Accio. Incendio.
That's it.
Accio. Incendio.
Oh.
Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio.
Excellent form! Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training, even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
Yes.
You can't be beat, can you?
Where should I go now? Where's Professor Hackett's assignment? This is main assignment. This is assignment.
Revelio. Revelio.
Very good. Now, artists, let us begin.
Revelio. Accio.
Whoa. Didn't know that. Whoa, man, this game is simply amazing. It's it's like you go from here, and you also can return from here. Wow. Harry Potter.
Off on another adventure.
Revelio.
Defense class against the dark arts. Here I am, yeah. Seems like I'm late in this class. Whoa, where is not? This castle is really amazing. Without the map, it's nearly impossible to reach any destination. Need to go downstairs.
Might some kind soul help me?
To go upstairs. There you go. Mrs. Hackett. Wish I was in school like this. It's so fun, to be honest. All you need to do is just learn the
I hope you were able to
spells
take care
and
of
apply
everything
them.
I had asked you to do.
Professor,
When I was in school, but I just
Well
study,
done.
study.
Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus.
Study math,
Pay
study
close
physics,
attention.
study chemistry,
The
study
disarming
biology,
charm may
study
often be all you need to defeat the most
differences,
powerful dark
history.
witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
New spell. Yes, new spell is. Which spell did I learn? Yeah, this one. It's explaining disarms the winds and become the most enemies who wield them. Alright, disarming. So I guess I don't need vanishing this thing. Yeah. Field, fire, normal attack. It's all good. Reparo, doesn't need it. Disillusionment, Lumos, repair.
Expelliarmus! You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Expelliarmus!
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, They seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was...
And unspeakable.
Now,
You have.
Keep up with your work.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Still at it, I see.
Alright, it's time to the main quest. Alright. Expelliarmus. Let's see where it's located on the map. And there is my destination. I guess I can first travel here. Yes, I can first travel here. There's an interesting forest. Haven't been here. I can collect this shit. Oh, there's something.
Revelio.
Revelio. Ah. Shift.
Revelio.
Oh no, how many this beach has here? Oh, there's too many of them there. I guess I need a little bit of instead of the feeder.
Perhaps I shall scout around Felton. Come, it isn't Nora Treadwell's precious little guardian.
Potato! Huh? Revelio.
Okay, no need for this. I need figure, yes. No, already have the figure. I need the fire, already fire. Repair, no luminous, yes.
There you go.
How did that feel?
Shoot, man.
Admirable trick.
Incendio.
Capringo! Oh, look, that's what
You'll have to fight adventuring.
Leviosa. Incendio.
Nothing more than luck.
Accio.
Stop fetching around like a benefit.
Incendio.
There are so many resources, I believe, like this. Okay. Well, it's a good action after a couple of times like it. Did I complete it everything? Alright, let's go on the main quest. Let's focus on this main quest. Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter. There's something there in the jungle. It's not worthy to be there. Okay. Let's wait.
Here I am, as good as my word.
The ghost of Richard Jackdaw.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It took the cunning of a Slytherin to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say Intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake.
Revelio.
You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Well, for this kind of defensive strings, I'm gonna choose. Oh no. Shit. Whoa.
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described.
Revelio.
Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Renrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Necessary.
Expelliarmus.
Oh no! Stop it! Are you sure you're not a knuckle? Get accustomed to that.
Send it.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Incendio.
Quite interesting. The more I'm playing this game, the more it's getting exciting. And now it's getting interesting. Let's see how far we can go, how far we can get. We will fly away together.
I wonder how big this place is. Revelio!
It's really impressive, isn't it?
Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this.
Yeah, fire. Holy fuck.
Potato! Incendio! 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 Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! Incendio!
Where should I go? Here? I guess I've come from here. Should I go there? Where should I go? Here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm not gonna touch those. Ugh. Potato! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Protego! Incendio! Incendio! Protego! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Wow.
Revelio.
As I've come here, behold.
Incendio.
Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I.
Revelio.
Oh, behind the rock. There's the symbol.
Are mother. Oh. Man, I hate spider. It's not like I'm afraid of it. It's like it stings.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Revelio. Revelio.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! Potato! Expelliarmus!
Man, I really hate this fucking spell. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. Nothing on the right, nothing on the left.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Nah, I really go for too much depth.
Accio. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Revelio.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Expelliarmus. Accio.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. He's constantly at the head of Richard Jackson.
Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how the spiders have multiplied since Jack came this way.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I need to look around for the symbol. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso.
Expelliarmus is designed with the roots.
Protego. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Incendio.
But that's unnerving. What's happening?
Revelio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
I've seen this before. Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Revelio.
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I remember Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
Revelio.
You need to learn Depulso, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Revelio.
I could undo all that happened that day, and I would!
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
What you did in Cross Wands was fun. The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumor is that a former headmistress, Professor Mong, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping... He's a...
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and perhaps you'll have better.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Revelio.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory.
If only a new student would help.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Be careful.
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me.
Revelio. Revelio.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Yes. An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Revelio.
Oi, can you help me?
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against Crow.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other column. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Slytherin house chest.
What you did in Cross Wands was
This must be my house chest. Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
It was brilliant how you defeated Sallow in that duel.
Revelio.
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class. The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation.
This, I fear, some of you have forgotten.
Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up!
Thank you.
Now, your turn. Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up!
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property.
This is brilliant.
I want them returned in one piece.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
Hello! Nice day for a flight!
Aha! Brilliant!
Harry, what?
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Ha! Good. I've got this.
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class?
Kagawa seems strict. I wouldn't want to get into trouble.
Kagawa won't even notice. Besides, a bird doesn't learn how to fly by staying in the nest. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the garden, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back. Looks like we're already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I am disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two.
Perhaps I have to purchase a broom then?
If you can, you should. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. I'll keep an eye out for you in the...